Can you see my screen?
Yep.
Cool. Okay. So Nilear Live, if you're not familiar with it, integrates with Teams and gives you a streaming update of tickets. Um, there's a lot of different settings for it. You could make it really noisy. You could literally almost get a Teams message every single time the status of a ticket changes. Either way, when you do log into Nilear to set up Nilear Live, you can go in here. And I'm sure there's some instructions I'm already set up. Pretty sure it's easy to do. Also, we are now published in the Microsoft Teams store because we got approved. But either way, once you get it linked, you'll have a chat. Mine's called Nilear Bot right now because I have two. Yours will probably be called Nilear Live. Either way, here are the settings for them. Everyone has their own login. Everyone has their own settings. So none of this is global. You could set your own stuff. Choose the boards you want to get notifications from. Very simple. Salespeople, sales boards, service people, service boards. I don't know, dispatchers, service managers. Maybe they want to see monitoring boards and service boards, project people, project boards, etc. These are all the settings for you to change, customize, whatever for your notifications. So a few things up at the top. Enabled, allow you to turn on and off communications in the Nilear bot. Yeah, I think everyone's going to have that enabled. Peer reviews, I'm going to go over a little bit. That's all done through Score My Team. You can give negative, positive. You could like reviews. You can give neutral reviews. If you're familiar with Score My Team, you get a scorecard. I can go into Teams and write a review for someone. Again, something we could go into a little bit more detail in a minute. Schedule notifications. This is one that you could check that, gives you the basics. It doesn't annoy you, It gives you a notification when someone schedules you a ticket. That's a good one. I'd like to get a Teams message when that happens. All the other stuff down here, you may or may not want, but either way. Away from keyboard updates, lunch updates. Do you want to see your people's updates? You could check that box and see them. I'll demonstrate that in a minute as well. When you do type in lunch, this is how long it's going to set me to lunch for. You could change that. And I apologize if I have some extra options than you guys because I am on a little bit different of a version. So you may see an option or two that you don't have available yet, but you will. Team filters. Pretty sure this one may not be available. But either way, you could create teams using the time machine filters, and you could filter by teams. Ticket updates. If you don't have this box checked, then you won't get any ticket updates. If you check the box, it gives you a whole bunch of stuff. So here's the top three. New and customer responded. If you like to see when new tickets come in and customer responded comes in, check that box. This one gives you new, customer responded, and in progress. So if you want to see when new tickets come in, tickets are updated by customers. And when tickets are placed in and out of in progress, you could do so. And you could limit this by board. You could also filter it by company as well. Resource filtered. Receive updates for tickets that you've been assigned. If you're not on the ticket, you won't receive an update. Very simple. All in progress. This one's dangerous to check, but if you're a dispatcher, you may want to see it. It's not just going to give you the boards that you choose. It's going to give you other boards as well. Staff updates. Pretty straightforward on that one if you want to see them or not. Again, you could filter by companies. We give you an option to see the notes in Teams now. I don't know if you have seen the old version. The new version allows you to hide and expand notes, and you could just have it be text as well. What does it all look like? It looks like this. Let me just maximize that. All right, so here's some tickets that came in overnight. Ticket created, you got the ticket number, title, company, contact, board status, and there's the notes, computer not waking up. You do have a link to open this in ConnectWise or MTX. All right, here's the first ticket worked on today. Again, ticket number, status, it was put in progress, title, company, contact board. And Karen is working on this ticket. And then John put a ticket in progress. And then Omar put a ticket in progress. And then Omar completed that ticket. My notifications are set to give me a notification pretty much every single time the status of a ticket changes. Again, you could limit it because it could be really distracting and annoying. You could see I have mine silenced up here because I don't want to keep on moving my mouse down to Teams every time I see a little red circle. Ticket in progress, yada, yada. You get the idea. You could also set yourself to lunch. I'm going to change my status to lunch. I could add 15 minutes, add 30 minutes, or say I'm back. If I go over to the time machine or the availability board, it'll show that I'm at lunch. There we go. I'm at lunch. I could come over here and add 15 minutes, add 30 minutes, or say I'm back from lunch. Or I could click that and it will also say I'm back from lunch, like so. If I type in AFK, me to away from keyboard for 15 minutes. Again, on the time machine, on the availability board, it shows that I'm AFK. Very simple. A lot of people ask, how do I get my employees to use this? Well, if you have someone watching the time machine or availability board, it's very easy to see if they're not using it. And, you know, all the guys I've worked with got used to it very quickly. And every now and then someone would forget. And then I'd be like, hey, can you set me to away from keyboard? Or can you set me to lunch? Which also could be done by other people. You know, if I close my laptop and, you know, I'm currently, let me come back from lunch. If I close my laptop and I'm like, oh, I forgot to set myself to lunch or away from keyboard, someone can go over here and set me manually. I mean, I could set myself in here as well. But it's all very easy to use. It's such a handy tool, especially, you know, just getting notifications for tickets you're a resource on or customer updates. It's great for dispatchers so they could actually see when tickets are completed or tickets that they need worked on or put in progress. Again, you could come in here and see all the notes on the ticket. You could set it to auto expand so you could not have to click that. Or if you don't want to see all these cards, as they're called, you can also just have text. Like it says here, text only updates. So, again, we talked about peer reviews. Here's Score My Team. If you're not using it, it's a great tool. If you don't know how to use it, feel free to sign up for a demo to have me show you. Here's all the peer reviews, and they're all done through Teams. So let me see if I remember how to do one. Let's go 4-star John helped with Sonic Wall issue. That should give him a 4-star review. There it is. I still know how to do it, which is a positive review. You can also give a 3-star review. That's also a positive review. You give a 1-star review or a 2-star review, they're considered negative. Manager gives you a 4-star review. Well, this 4-star review is worth 4 points. When managers give a 4-star review, it's worth 8 points. When they give a 3-star review, it's worth 4, whereas this one is worth 2. A 2-star review gives you -2 for coworkers and -4 for managers, and a 1-star review gives you -8 for managers and 4 for coworkers. And you can also like reviews. You could literally come in here and type like and the review number. But either way, my point is it's all done through Nilear Live and it's all calculated on the scorecard here. So if we go to Kyle, you got 32 points this week. And, you know, just a little bit of the score on my team, you do get a different your overall score for each week. So this is first week in May, second week of May, third week of May, etc. And at the end of the month, you get your overall score, where it's just the averages of everything. You can see some of these are crossed out because they're their lowest scores for the week. So your lowest score is dropped out. And what do the scores look like? Well, let's go back to Kyle here. Click on this 32. And these are this. Actually, let me go back. Sorry. I need to scroll back down to May. I clicked on the wrong one. This one. Oh, sorry. Okay. This was the right one. All right. So there's the reviews he received. He did not give any reviews this week. So Dan is a manager. He gave him a 4-star review. It's worth 8 points. He gave him a 3-star review. It's worth 4 points. This one went through as anonymous, and that was a 4-star review from a coworker. You could also see that one of the reviews was liked. When you like a review, not only do you get a point, but the person that got the review and the person that gave the review also receives a point. You can't abuse this system. I think you're allowed a maximum of 4 points a day. So if you give one 3-star, or if you for your first 2 reviews, give you points, and your like gives you a point. And after that, you don't get any points. So you can't just abuse the system. And we had issues with people giving reviews for silly things, which we kind of discouraged as well. Make sure it's work related. But either way, all part of Nilear Live, and well, peer reviews are part of Score My Team and Nilear Live, but very handy. Again, dispatchers, managers, pretty much everyone could use this, and it is a great tool. And I'm sure we're going to be adding more bells and whistles to it down the road. And yeah, that's Nilear Live. Any questions?